Hello Virgo, this is Jessica with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. For this reading, we're going to be taking a look at both general and love messages using tarot and the crystal ball. And this is going to run from the October 16th until the 31st. I've already shuffled the cards for the general reading, so I'm just going to cut the deck and we can begin for Virgo. Okay, so the card that came out while I was pre-shuffling for you is the Seven of Swords. This is politics. We also have the Three of Cups, past lives, which is the Moon, the King of Wands, the Creator, and we have Inner Voice. This is the High Priestess. Okay, so this is talking about perhaps some deceit or deception circulating around you. This can be someone or something that is not as it appears to be. So you have to really put on your intuitive cap here and feel out any untruths that might be circulating around you so that you're able to detect them. Because you have the High Priestess coming up here, nothing's really going to get past you, so I wouldn't worry about this too much. This could be talking about people around you just being kind of difficult to work with, or kind of putting on those fake smiles but then talking about other people behind their back. So just kind of unpleasant, but it's removed from you and you're going to be able to overcome that and see through that. So I don't think it's really going to bother you too much. It can be also indicating that people are jealous. There's kind of this green envy within the energy of this card. So you're obviously doing very well right now based on your other cards. So it could be just people kind of picking at you, lashing out because you're doing so well, and that's just what people do sometimes when they're jealous. So we have the Three of Cups, celebration, and we have the Moon. I'm getting a strong sense that this is something that you have accomplished, and it's fairly significant because we're talking about the Moon and past lives. This is something that has been in the works for a very long time, and this is something that is quite major. It might involve a large group of people, like a group effort or a team effort. It could also be something that your family has accomplished, and you're really celebrating, yes, but there's this wonderful coming together of people and a lot of recognition, a lot of interchange, interaction, congratulating each other, patting each other on the back, saying, yes, we did this, we accomplished this. So there's this beautiful sense of community surrounding you. And this could be someone who's feeling a little bit left out, actually. So using your intuition, you can kind of remedy this situation actually by seeing this beforehand, that someone, and it could be somebody who is a part of this group but for whatever reason feels like they are being slighted or not recognized for the work that they've done. So if you are aware of that, if you notice that somebody is feeling a little bit left out and getting upset because of that, you can definitely reach out to this person and bring them back into the group and congratulate them and encourage them to join in with the lightheartedness and the celebration. Now you also have the King of Wands paired with the Hierophant. So this is some kind of very powerful idea that is coming to you. It is also a leadership position. You may be like the head of this project or the head of your family unit, and maybe you were leading this celebration or leading whatever led up to it. And I think you're going to continue in this role because you have done this very successfully. And because you have this strong intuitive power behind you, you have this innate understanding of how things work, of where things are naturally flowing, and so you're able to lead yourself and others towards what is good. So you're like this shining light within this group of people. You definitely stand out as a very creative influence, as a very innovative influence, and as someone that they can rely on for the kind of guidance that doesn't necessarily come from facts and figures, but more comes from the gut and that intuitive reaction that you naturally have. So let's take a look into the crystal here and just get a little more clarity on what this might be talking about for Virgo. Okay, so whatever this was or is, it might not have completely, come to a conclusion at this point. It required a fair amount of risk-taking and getting messy, but there was this wonderful exuberance and joy associated with that. There wasn't fear, it was this willingness to put yourself or yourselves out there and just do it, and not afraid to get messy. And it paid off for you, or is going to be paying off for you for sure. Okay, the Seven of Swords is coming up here as maybe somebody who left the team or is no longer speaking on speaking terms with you or someone else who is within this unit of people. And that's coming up here, and there's tension. There's definitely tension. This might not be able to get resolved, but because it's coming up here within your reading, it's indicating that you might have the power to be the one to heal that situation, to bring that person back in to the group and kind of soothe any tensions that might be lingering there. That's a possibility. I think this is a completely unrelated message. I think you're going to misplace something at some point over the next 2 weeks, and you're going to have a heck of a time trying to figure out where you put it. And I see you just rifling through all these drawers. It could be a file that you're looking for, or some kind of smaller sized object. But don't forget, because obviously it's not going to be in the same spot for everybody. I could tell you where I'm seeing it. It's in this kind of, how do I explain it? It's kind of like this bureau, I guess. It's a chest of drawers, and it's in like the second drawer from the bottom. That's just what I'm seeing. That doesn't mean that that's where it's going to be for everybody. I think it's more the basic message that you're searching and you're trying to find something that has been misplaced. But don't forget that you have this card here. So instead of getting into a frenzy and panic and saying, oh my gosh, I can't find it, sit quietly with yourself, and I want you to visualize, because you have the ability to see where it is. So sit quietly with yourself, visualize what it is that you are looking for, and then allow, very relaxed, just allow your mind to show you where it is. I do this all the time. It works like magic. People are always like, how do you always know where things are that I'm looking for? And I just like, I don't know. I just ask and it shows me. So you have that ability right now. So use that when you're looking for the thing that you've misplaced. I'm going to move on, and we'll look at love and romance for you, Virgo. I've already shuffled the cards, so I'm going to split the deck. The top is going to be for yourself, and the bottom is for your partner or potential partner. your overall energy, you have the Page of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Swords. The Hanged Man, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, key word here that is just really coming up strongly with all of these cards. Reluctance. There's reluctance, and it's coming off of you, and it's coming off of your partner or potential partner. So for whatever reason, there is a little bit of holding back, of being reluctant to do something, to go somewhere. So that is a key word for you to think about for these next 2 weeks. What does that mean to you? And why is that word coming up? You're coming in here as a very nurturing individual. You're a caretaker right now, or maybe you always are, but that's your energy at this time. You're someone who cares deeply about people. You're someone who puts a lot into your relationship. You open yourself up and you become very vulnerable. And that's a beautiful thing. Your partner is respectful of that vulnerability. They are definitely gentle with you. They're coming in here with the Hanged Man. Now, they're dealing with some kind of roadblock or obstacle in terms of being able to be completely open with you. So perhaps they're having a hard time reciprocating that same kind of deep, innocent care that you have. You are very patient. Your partner is very patient. Both of you had that wonderful quality. So that's very helpful, because neither of you are going to, fly off saying, why isn't this happening right now? You're both very patient with yourselves, and you're patient with each other. So it's beautiful. You are very much looking forward to something happening in the future. You have a vision for what it is that you want for yourself and for the relationship. At this time, however, either you recognize and understand that you are not ready for it yet, or you recognize that simply because of the circumstances, it is not the right time. So however way that might go for you, you are at peace with the fact that it's not going to happen right now, but you still hold on to that vision, and you're cherishing it quite a lot. And you're continuing to enhance it and embellish it with your imagination for what it's going to look like once you actually realize it. Now, your partner, with the Hanged Man, Seven of Pentacles, as I said, they have this immense capacity for being able to wait and for not getting impatient. They're also an incredibly hard worker. And even though whatever this is, that I think it's something that you both want. You have a mutual agreement of where it is that the relationship is going and what you both want out of it. Your partner is working towards it while still respecting the fact that it's not going to happen right now. So we have Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. They are laying the groundwork and preparing for what is to come. So this is going to be a fairly low-key second half of October. I don't feel that there is a lot going on. So this is kind of like you're able to just kind of relax, enjoy each other's company. There isn't a lot of demanding energy happening right now. This is more of the visionary time where you are waiting and imagining and, perhaps doing a little manifesting as well. But together, I don't see a lot of conflict, or any conflict really, between you. You seem to be perfectly on the same page. Oh, before I look into the crystal, quick note here. For those of you who are single and looking, let's just see here. there's two camps here. There are those of you who are actively looking and anticipating a partner coming in. There are others of you who recognize that you're not quite ready and you're taking some time off from that. So two groups of people here. Regardless of which camp you fall into, the partner, the potential partner that's coming in here is not available right now. And that could be for a multitude of reasons. It could be because they're already in a relationship. It could be because they are still struggling with hurt from a past relationship. Or it could be because they're just taking some time off to be with themselves. Any kind of reason, but they're not available to you right now. They are, I feel that they're interested, but they, as I said, they're very patient, these people. They are not in any kind of rush. They're very slow moving. They have a plan, and they're going to see it through step by step by step, and it's painstaking. But they see something that they like, and they are willing to wait for it. So this could be a little bit frustrating for you simply because you're coming in here as Page of Swords, which can be wanting something more quickly than it's going to be coming. But I see you with the Four of Swords, this combination here. It's like you have both of those aspects. Like, I really want this right now, but I understand that it's not going to be right now. So you have a balance between that. Let's take a look here for any other messages you might need to know. This is for Virgo. Okay, for some of you who are looking at this as a potential partner, I am seeing a triangle showing up as a love triangle for some of you. You can't be with this person because they're with somebody else. So you have to honor and respect that. And that's something that you're going to have to work through and deal with, both of you, obviously, if this person is not happy with the relationship that they're in. If that's the case, this person is waiting to tie up loose ends. Okay, I keep being shown this image and I was kind of having a hard time figuring out what it meant. But basically what I'm seeing are two fish. Excuse me. So I'm seeing these two fish, and I imagine that they're representing the two of you. And they are facing one another, kind of like lips to lips, but there is this space between them. Definitely a space. It's like they're so close, but they can't quite come together for whatever reason. Now this can be talking about either single or coupled Virgos. So for those of you who are coupled, this could be just feeling like there's a little bit of distance between you for whatever reason. And you can't quite bridge that gap, or you're working towards bridging that gap. For those of you who are single and looking, or you have this particular person in mind, it's acknowledging and respecting the fact that right now you can't be together for whatever reason it might be. So let me just see here. Anything else that's going to come in for you for love and romance? I feel like moving forward into the future, your life is going to start to feel very full, but in a good way. It's like it's filling out. It's like new life is being breathed into it. It's taking form. So if you have been feeling hollow and unfulfilled for whatever reason within your love life, it is really going to start to like grow and flourish and really like expand and start to fill up in a way that's very comfortable for you. So that's a really nice thing. I'm happy to see that coming in for you, Virgo. So I'm going to bring our reading to a close at that. I hope that these messages were helpful for you, and thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can find my email in the description box below. So I look forward to seeing you again in November for your next 2-week forecast, and take care of yourself until then.